About Ekosiisen, so it's live from our national studios at 355 Fanofa Street in Kokomelemle, Accra. Jumedi Chegu Ewo stations are also across the length and breadth of Ghana from Tamale to Bibiani. In Timua Tamale, high ABC radio. Uo Sunyani high Storm FM. Uo Salagakan FM, Sony Japekro me high Nidaso FM. Wenchi Iriase FM and I feel Royal FM. Obesen call a friend say Brekum high Agro FM. Oba Obuasi PZ Radio, Akomadan, your Cruise FM, Oko Offense Time FM, Obesen kwa Santia Chemagogo, your Dancia Radio. Sekendi Takrade Haya Seda FM 105.9, Oko BBN Ochiami FM Suni. Ewiasia fane nyina so nipa mpempem ahodo na 8 online into ko myjoyonline.com and asa domonline.com ubetimi etie yen ewo ho. Alternatively, you can download the myjoyonline.com app and afi domonline.com app no from the App Store, the Google Play Store, and say the Huawei app gallery na afi wetie yen live ewo ho so ebeboa yen papa and just download the app. Oko Facebook and so we are on Facebook Live. Just search for Sempa 94.7 FM. And you best say like our page. Here in Papa. Or just hit the like button on the Sempa FM page. Na into me MWA. So you can follow us and be part of our show. This is your show. It's Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, current affairs talk show. Ekosiisen live on Asempa FM, the multiple award-winning show. Midin your say bonsu from you be make us say on my hune kwabena santi atena say yade me hear some segment ne bebremo enchebia, but before that no him say the sound of our time ebremo playing back some very exciting voices from our show yesterday. Agbave Herbal Center Ebwayen Amponsa Ifa Pharmaceuticals and OMV and Sons Limited. Omone so na say me the sounds of our time ebreo sounds na me hear some segment nenche yade bremo Ecobank Ghana Awake Purified Drinking Water and a Rockstars Roofing Systems and so boy in no bremo yade interviews on trending issues then so beto so and also having insecticide spray and coil and napa food say oye napa no so cool and your HEPA plus mixture omonso boy in no ebremo and some idea discussion segment no every Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa fie TCL the Creative Life Dependable Herbal omona de Adom Malakio abejaso and your Global Lighting Center Limited in Kania papa fie and mamen kai will say yan discussion segment ni yebenya lawyer Baba Jamal ewa ha oye former MP Akwetia oye former Deputy General Secretary NDC and a lawyer by profession called to the Ghana Bar. Part of the spokespersons for the petitioner, the ongoing election petition case. And the Baba Jamal Babakan Sawa Sanso and from the NPP, the party's national youth organizer, on one so a lawyer by profession, was a spokesperson for the second petitioner, and a lawyer Henry Nana Boache Babakan Hoa Hanafi. A discussion segment, Abram, and there are a lot of issues on our table. But Bismarck Ej Bedu, share on Facebook Live. Was it Wawoda? Bismarck Ej Bedu, happy birthday to you and live to be 94.7 and beyond. Eric Dankwa and so in Sawim Aduejiri, on also say share you on Sawim Aduejiri. Your Frank Ajimandia Fawaz in Amasaman listening to us live from Amasaman. Fawaz, thank you. Yo, Ajwa Feneye. I say, Obi, good morning. I'm listening to you live from Bronx in New York. Citizen Francis says, good afternoon, Obi. Good afternoon to you too, my brother. Odishi Kweku Owusuba says, watching live. David Techimenson, Sheye. I mean, share the other ones. We have here. Otre Justice says he's watching us live from Odan. Prince Ej, so Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Theresa Osei, thank you also for watching us. Kweku Donko, our Clapham Junction, London. And he says, good work. Alice Osei Bunsu. Oh, wow, me name. Osei, I'm watching you live in my farm. Ewa Tano, Ejumeim in Kwabre. Tano, Ejumeim, Ewa Kwabre. Okay. And Evergreen Collins said, or sharing Dusseldorf in Germany. Many thanks to all of you. Sentence Bafo Ewa Asawasi in Kumasi. Sentence Bafo Ewa Asawasi Kumasi. Citizen Meku. Good afternoon. Castro Ananu sharing live from Insawem. Bismarck Edu Aflau Border. Wow. Oman unim Aflau Border. Wakwa Aflau da.
Intimiano.
Yeah, you have the right to remain silent anyway. You have that right to remain silent. But I won't know about that time will be other.
I feel insulted with that question.
Are they? Now, but that time insult me.
No, say those Busano. Say those Busano. Now, won't na.
But that time will be other. Some person who's when you say experience.
No, but also when you bought that town experience, it's different from hold on. When you bought that town experience, it's different from na no to me the assembly. Na won't na. Say what side assembly? Won't na different from na won't na. Three things no I can say.
Your opinion, Jekuma. Is that what your opinion, Jekuma?
Chian baby, we are. We project ye kasa no. Yeah. Ye party. Chian baby, we are. Na chairman general comes if I can.
Yeah, many didn't come. I think last week.
Yes. Too many didn't come. Just to know, say, and what to say. He's a neighboring media. We're a senior journalist, and we all we love him. Yeah. We appreciate him. Yeah. Into Ohana say, Busumi Muchum. Now on ten and can. At least has in common need the heading. We only Dr. Srebo, Electoral Commission. Oma has in common. And they who say has for no. Almost Sanford, almost a party supporters. Almost could you know head office.
Yeah, so almost a board name. Wow.
Ah, Obi.
But
now, how's the first with Obu money bomb Jacrao?
Our problems are all on a
Changana problems.
Yeah, because for over 10 years, not a won't mean jail leg.
Me say a Changana problems because of one cause of who say, it's a wonder though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Asifu.
Matisse Harizako, so kai Harizako.
Those are the names that Abia.
Well, often the who says almost person will join the board now.
Yeah, no crown Harry over 70 years or 200.
Yeah.
So because I tell what has no. Now soon they kakro one in the kakra was at the actual. And never go for a problem. Or petit papa be with me in young to soa. Yeah. Or Bokotokwa. Now me a bola in Tibera and but
there is hope in the team, in the
team. Hope.
Yeah.
That is the way there is hope.
Yeah, there is hope.
Has dear. Obia odini ho dom house of folk ewie ahobrase mesre enye team a sese odon ho to so se on betimi de wakwa ama so agigi nkuruwa de ama debi atwam o de me se unum hwe kra no hwe ka na o ka na kwa hwe tai na hihase na unum hwe kra no buri hwe tai no ana o de hwe difference no se asante kotoko etsi form se twitwan o de hu se nipa tete utimi se
metema
no me bia we ma sankan but has is here what should nipa ni boot because there is a problem with the team when him say Dr. Sebo be try to be here the eja me fi kra the me the minim na obi make say has the minim ni enye bread e ho dom has of folk only investor be a oba no we have a team and they see for ma who say team no
brand
na who for show crack
brand they are solid
of course I actually have Steve na Ekosiisen TV na training grounds the training ground no o de hwe de na hwe omo de yeah ma kan the same ona hwe say omo ye bobola o de hwe de omo no nsu ofrim na hwe Ekosiisen no ma nsu ofrim o tampia o ta twede bi na pa na ko Oh, David, we have to. Oh, maybe she have a corner. Honey, maybe yes, yeah.
I mean, can you was so share on Facebook now? Person who drink. Of course, I told you the last time, sir. Obi tell on my they would question him.
Because
good evening, Obi. We refuse to engage on man. Heart of folk is the best.
Message is not share babu.
Molasses come is there. No, kotoko for manosa. Ubekube. Where's the Obi? This continuous attacks by you and Omahine on we phobia supporters are duly noted. Kofi Ami on supporter hearts.
Oh, yeah, Kofi Ami.
Oh, Kofi Ami.
Where the Kofi pa? Where
Kofi Ami
pa Kofi? Why did you say
that? When did your show turn to a sports show?
Oh, Dilo.
We are tired of you two speaking against us all the time. Still, never say die. Without hearts, you two can't talk about Kotoko. See how lonely that feels. Mama V Owusu Abuaje.
Now Mama V all has. And if you Chinako de Mini like you. Oh, Tria. Mama V. Oh, Nazano here. David, Mama V power there. Team and entire time on the day.
On my hand, you guys should spare our ears. No, but what has Team Kotoko achieved in the last decade?
Can we? In the history of Africa. No, my man in Kokrao. Obi on your man in Kamama cancer. Kumasa Santi Kotoko.
No, no, in the last decade. Now,
has for no one Pia Bobo, no Bobo Machino. What is he talking about? Office P. On your position, what is he?
The Kotoko remains Africa's club of the century.
And not coming back catch your crown.
That's a fact. I mean,
no, bomb Casano, Manarobi.
And then some more
in the history of teams and your buses, Papa, they get buses. Now, has this on Crown's house in them. What about multimedia? Here, Makotoko captain has captain in Rano Mujinate. Oh, yeah, the Kikawa.
That's Rebo. Good afternoon to you. We know what you guys are going through. I mean, him say, an exciting time. A Kaisa timer, the current management of Kotoko take you over initially, not your man to toy. Yeah. They use the
power system.
Normal.
No, I'm going to block one. I'm the credit to 2 man.
Oh yes, sir. I'm lock offices. No sir. About 2 p.m. that day and
okay.
I'm a office staff na baba be here. But I shared their pain. Oman say, "Oh, club mu," and share heart ne Kotoko supporters now. Yeah. The teams are like religion.
Yeah.
Because Oko Kumasi Kotoko ye obi sumu.
Yes, yeah.
And it's a new man with team. You understand the emotional attachment and for any identity almost to two. And I mean, you look at the club, the stature of Heart of Folk.
Yeah.
That's for over 10 years. Only local leg there.
Very worried.
That's unpardonable. Worried. I mean, unpardonable for any management and for them, what they feel, they say the current board never with so much promise. But it seems acquire Kasankwa. You know, into the
to go with a federal few.
That be a few will be a majority shareholder.
Once the same, also into your majority, on our control affairs. No.
Oh, yes, on the control. But no, in his case, I think he is still the board chairman or a board chairman of the club. Whose businesses, Bibria, he doesn't chair the board of those businesses. But Heart and Quad Yanedi. Who say, you send a call card. Ocean a call card so the process there was so board chairman Accra to meaning so also attachment to the heart
took back fed no took me
and if I remember we in Chum your WhatsApp line here 0548 955 947 0548 955 947 Unimobia Tro number if I'm so person contribute to Ekosiisen so WhatsApp line number near 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. No, any issue we have to say highlight tomorrow. I'll be to media faso something going on in your community and everything I'll say highlight on this big platform. You know, Fabra na yenshe emwa ewasa kwani. So, Obi seriously, Heart is becoming a pressure group. The painful part is when they lost a match and the Bars 2 refused to start. Don't bote hearts pa.
Me catch you. And me refuse. Ask Kano. Almost started and started. I was there. Now they say the doctor say officer me kasakwa.
Na Dr. Strip womani ekuku dam for no money.
That is my worry because kotokwa. Anka ending and sakra no. Ya benya seconds morning confirm quickly. So what I say, instead of going to be afraid, Ebia no abrea, or more be interested about your waiting their colonima. So what I say, Asa, ha so static car, not a car started. May see home a dear chin, a dear chin. Yeah. I said, okay. A boss who cross in the situation. Tips in a warrior and a catch, back. Your problem.
Kwame Sefakai, do Malik Kuba. Yeah. Ain't omunya bibi. Now at least a new bus will not be back.
Among you baby only trading.
No, I think they are on. And on kwa they have for more yepa. And no the more yepa. Jackson, where your video be? Time I'm call okay officers no. Okay. Oh, Charlie.
And then the political party.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Actually, emotions are attached to teams or Ghana. Any easy.
Oh, be there na has. Hey. Padlo commissary too.
In the Uba Asampa FM in Facebook page, I will be who
as
supporters a cook.
Almost at the
Charlie. What was the name? Braba.
No man for rainbow colors. Some cocoa colors. The bobo.
Dear him, red.
No, that's
red near any break color.
A cocoa color. Indeed, ammonia brea. Caphobia colors. Now come. Where's almost just almost own. Yeah.
Phobia colors red room.
Oh, red and qua. Over there, spokesperson. Yes, it's a pewana. But on my own share or homa and paying for an apart from your pension or more formal sector. Generally, Ghana or share homa you're paying for in terms of a baby, a mom certain priorities.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. The emphasis because I remember saying the US, so we like veteran, we a retired soldier, for example. Say bank that's a queue or your mom priority maybe
your mom that needed reverence.
I think mostly they are individual banks and that's the organizations involved now or more you know
investment bank papa no pension na I say COVID what the aged, we should take because they do.
Yeah, of course.
So what I say, I remember some time before Nanaya or Bafu for National Pensions Regulatory Authority or whatever. Yeah. Just say me and Kasame father crown or Kojesa and 3x4 now. What he goes through. Pensioners and Kwanzu calculation on music and they became not chokwa, Ghana near Ketia chok, car, a even investing in your future. Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't want to do. Yeah. They do it on their own. Yeah. The systems are not clear, they are not supportive, they are not truthful, they are not transparent. Ebera Sukrasa will say Fatas or Kojiwa Sikarajo, Ubina than watching. So and I think the airlines they are there because for flight say a passion African wealth. That's a more join the queue be a cramma. You have a flower walk could be a name or be our paying for or be a when you we didn't like this. I had to step out. Now make do and I'm saying no. Now me call much or say they're almost going off. Oh, so what I say over corners the baby are sending 200
cities.
And I said the pension be and I said whatever 350 be. From 9 to be 11.
No jinakium.
And until I'm seeing a sense of patriotism no. Yen shots yen trimbra back. Samba back because in that you are quite sorry. But obi na wo yen. It you find papa. I bet that's 9. To 11:30 ho baby. You know, very unfortunate. But you know, it's say we are not 10. Yes, I mean your values no at 10, you know. Community or more energy. You can say the own pension. But energy level no so. Or no ti won na kra no. Or ti wo na sa yade. Na fe the yade nso kan ho a okutwa hwe na fe akofa asefo fraba. So enti yes, I got a certain staff. I almost quite reasonable. At once, and I'm sorry by number for women saying, Ekosiisen say, baby, I should be a man for Nankasa should be aware of any time because Mr. Mete car, Munuenya baby atna. Not a penny movie or pinful biba, Obi okra.
akwala ketwa eba.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt so be sorry many panatenase. I think those things make I see GHS cultural studies near Charles Anio.
Yeah. Those are the values, the identity.
The values.
So what I say, those are the values and the identity. But yeah free ho. Enti na ma nyo bi so ho asem ka no. Eye kana e dia man. Again, the culture of obi. You dispose of a refuse, a problem. It's a game panel. Miss for minim say minim assembly crash. Okay. But game bypass and I do could pay or hatch main road or a Legon Gardens on them. A done complete refuse dump.
Oh, okay.
The catcher said, I know AC, I don't know if we will try. But the same Yobi say, Oman Tua Namo and Tema. The next 1 month, you know, so stretching in a complete border. And much no trick, you know. I am machi. Abu Yafo no Boafayum. Any nipa binim so tete sa stretch this no so no. Almost chichiri no more polythene bag muna almost left right. I machi.
3 cities bi obetua na funny rural.
Yes. So at say mesre say assembly in charge of that area no. A very nice green area. So
it's one of my favorite places.
Nice
I was driving in
area.
Yeah.
So what I say. Mesre on turn honso into baller na afia no so nkofa asem foforo samba enti omomo ni nko na omomoa na hono so yintimi nye quick na it bounces back to minu we look at our lorry parks na o de okohela pass efia ewo honom you ask yourself say how often don't we talk about say ene onu musuo kra na sebe rubber ni kra no baby na fa to na kra na kama and as all we bro and as one drink beer you know minim say me be by na professor Frimpong Boateng those discussion with those agencies they say yen taxi omo ne hold yen share responsible unti say wo no no so ato atwene ne atwe wase e waso na company I say asofunfo nyine bobo sa kwa ho de America no we are not being held responsible as a country and its people. We are too loose and there's too much laxity in the system. Esa say srobia ni nyina ya fa no we don't care. It's because we beat me parking cars see kwan finfin. No gina din komo taxi driver we sharing your no din komo. O kan no cars din na car di akiri. Obo abia no we say.
Me dream where am ntia se da.
Isuni ye ban we dey. Onyame anim ne kure ni obi. We need to change and the change should be major. Did bia me kan me say NDC na wosu, say people na wosu. If nipa na ye wo man nim no. Ye nye ya adwene. Yeah. That the results will be the same because the hospitals nothing has changed, the schools nothing has changed. So if you don't change your attitude, I mean, you didn't open a new results.
It will not happen. That's madness.
Yeah, if you don't change your attitude, that's also open results. It is our results. No? Why not emphasize our results? Through which means and what means? I guess the media continues to play a major role. We continue to play a major, which is critical role in it. It's my main occasion. So that I pinch as not because if you say Ojuma Oye, a Tosiam and the Broso, but to serve continuously. So what I say, as a guidance to all of us. Because of me, see you nasu ye pa, you nasu ye as the Oboni Central for. And yes, ye share as of mine. Not the Nipa Bijina. When it suits them, we are the best journalists. When it doesn't, we are the worst journalists. And we are almost see, a lot of happenings in this country. It will not. It will not. It will be a new opportunity now. We need to shape the country. Yeah, necessary. Yeah, dear Jumano, at to home my Ghana. Near Yiri, home. Near Timmy Buamo, my Ghana, baby, a Pessia Cono. It could do. So I say, yeah, necessary in church, Pentecost, when my bed or so. So I say, yeah, one major, you're fantastic. Now, Pentecost, as I make dream one, say, ah, Papa, your friend, no, we could do a trouble about Kumasi or the Pentecost, as a Kumasi. If there's a Pentecost, once a the trouble, you be a do, Massa. As a man, I'll kick. The Pentecost, a Ghana, sorry. But I make up, I know you call preaching, be not a son upon away. But this is our protected Mamma become a meeting. Say, Sapa Pam, who could you want to trouble? They are two. Fapimo or cap obi mama bakosene. Yes.
James McKeown now okay.
Restaurant says choba you come as choba.
James McKeown restaurant and choba.
Oh ja me man in face I don't know the I told draw my attention because of my mesa na McKeown me catch choba so chinchina go you guys. Oh nti obi na me anim nie.
Yes.
Me are very proud of the Church of Pentecost. Even though me a member.
Yeah.
But no be
a associate member.
Yeah, a nationalistic appeal.
Yeah.
So and also so Nyame asema they believe in. So at the Social Apostolic Empowerment Ministry. That's how we are tapping into your knowledge.
Yeah.
So Nyame adma be boy na man that entity no. They say to be found queen. Be basu because nipa bi timi susu adwene nyoma bia. Sometimes you give them that right, but sometimes you wonder edi enko na ope hu wi asentia e bia o kanse ma na o tutu sa na mo no e wi obi send me a video bi the sum up ne say vaccine na do de ba no ye nim na say me nim na me ko obia
wa she
che ono kwado wetima ye hwemu ahu say ye twa before so ama before na mitimitie na msi yi rade
oh
se wa ma no wa majo ma yenema bibiri ebeka actually.
Why people believe some of these things?
Well, yes, why? Me feel say it has not got anything to do with lack of education and I say blah blah blah.
Anyways, your digital media team.
Before you do that, and then
Royal House.
Yeah, and then the birthday.
Oh, okay. On your Apostle
General. Yeah. So Apostle
General.
Anna and then Mafu Binusu essay Unyamia Jumano. So at Omodo don't run at your power. So at Sentino, yet the Omas Debia Damicase. So Maya, your field marshals, the commanders, our motion boundaries, the territories, the Mawa. Because people don't believe in those, but I tell you, but for certain personalities and for certain men of God in this country.
Can you
about it? Yeah. That's true. That's what I say. Yes. So yeah, Domase.
And yeah, social media and digital media team na Juma infographics now are solid. Metre Adom cluster. Anyway, COVID-19 vaccination rollout plan. Food and Drugs Authority. Aje Atum. FDA approved vaccines are Airbania AstraZeneca every India. And Sputnik and no Sputnik V every Russia. And only baby vaccines are Ghana.
Okay.
Mass immunization will take place between March and October. Okay. March to October. And the coverage, I'm told, say 260 MMDs and they take part.
Okay.
12,500 vaccinators and you're recruiting to do that job.
Wow.
2,000 supervisors.
Wow.
And 37,413 volunteers. And Geo Atum say Ombeboa. I must have vaccination exercise. Now, about here, who gets the vaccine first? Into first batch, Ebenya vaccines, healthcare workers.
Okay.
Very important. Yes. Well, they are frontline. They are important. And frontline security personnel.
Okay.
Well, frontline security personnel.
Okay.
Your persons with known underlying conditions.
Okay. Obijana kakrama. Mesre.
Yeah.
Edu sabre ya. Sa nani answer ana hyehyɛ no we so ebeye drug business
Asempa FM
we have to find out
but that's what I'm saying
name and shame them
we so no
obo
ba say airport adwuma reports the bus we no yebesre there should be strict
I was say strict of course
no in my Ghana
ebe you found the
about osebozu
obi we found the abeji you know. And let's be anything me go over some of these info na we are near a Church of Pentecost release so and some of the arguments the church canvasses and the persons with known underlying medical conditions or more ya really nya na so was underlying conditions na wound terminal so for and so will get their vaccination 60 plus older person man said na yem papa na yem mama no maybe 60 years etwem no so will be targeted first and now frontline members of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary.
Okay.
First. Now, the vaccines, I'm told, will be administered in 3 phases. with each person taking 2 doses.
At a time, and I say,
no, I don't have that information.
Okay.
But the other hand say each person ebenya 2 doses by in 3 phases.
Okay.
Now MMDs, will all be captured. Where Ghana Health Service info, our digital media team, and nice infographics share across the country. Okay. This is where we are at the moment. Release our man sorry no me Church of Pentecost and because and critical man because say the population of the Church of Pentecost what it means is offer Ghana for 10 at least emu Pentecost for.
Okay, offer Ghana for 10
church no population of over 2.3 million and offer Ghana for 10 you can confidently say emu be 2 Pentecost for.
Okay,
now a sovereign statement in your man very important or say as we continue to trust God for his healing grace and the eradication of the COVID-19 virus, leadership has decided to address the concerns of our ministers and members regarding the vaccines that have been developed and the attendant myths and controversy surrounding them.
Okay.
There are clear theological, social, scientific, medical, legal, and economic implications for the general misinformation and conspiracy theories circulating in the mass media, mostly on social media, which pose a threat to fighting the pandemic. In spite of significant benefit that vaccines have brought to mankind, anti-vaccine movements have always emerged with their discovery since 1796. Conspiracy theories and anti-vaccine theories. No? Also, in response to this, the Executive Council put together a COVID-19 technical committee. Yes, made of experts with diverse background, including theologians, pharmacists, clinicians, public health consultants, lawyers, psychologists, social workers, etc. To evaluate the myth and controversy surrounding the development, distribution, and administration of COVID-19 vaccines and make recommendations to assist the leadership of the church take a position and properly guide the church public on the subject matter. Upon further deliberations on the committee's work and extensive consultations with ministers and other experts, it is obvious the conspiracy theories cannot be substantiated and are not sustainable. It is therefore the view and position of the Executive Council that the Church of Pentecost is not against the administration of COVID-19 vaccines duly approved by the regulatory agencies of the various countries. This position does not take the right of individual members to either accept or refuse a vaccine based on their own personal reasons. Ministers, officers, and members of the church are therefore discouraged from using the platforms of the church to fuel and promote myth controversies and falsehood to misinform people and members on the usefulness and benefit of COVID-19. And this is solid. This is solid coming from the church. So we and the awesome about say
Pentecost platform
to throw out conspiracy and then sorry enforce or say the Executive Council's position was influenced by the following considerations. 1, the tenet of the Church of Pentecost. Number 8, support divine healing as well as medical interventions. 2, science and religion are not necessarily in conflict. Rather, they are mostly complementary, as most scientific discoveries constitute a blessing from God. And okay, Isaiah 28, 23 to 29. 3, some of the scientists and medical personnel who are working on the vaccines are genuine Christians seeking the best interest of humanity. 4, vaccination can be argued to be the mark of good citizenship, which is a demonstration of the Christian principle of loving your neighbor as yourself in preventing spread of deadly diseases and infections. And finally, government and regulatory agencies of our respective countries of residence have the responsibilities and liabilities for ensuring that vaccines approved for use meet all the safety standards and they lay down public health, ethical, and legal standards required to ensure that their citizens are well protected. The church concludes that the church is not against the administration of duly approved COVID-19 vaccines by regulatory agencies of the various countries. The conclusion is simple. And this is signed by Apostle Eric Nyamiche, chairman of the Church of Pentecost.
Me interview no.
Yeah, me interview no. And they go ahead to attach an appendix. Appendix, no, or more, I'll list some of the myths, some of the misinformation and comfort the and the appropriate response. I mean, for example, almost say the COVID-19 vaccine have been hastily developed. They simply cannot have a good safety profile. Now, sorry, not what the reality is. And it goes on and on. So, this is a solid communique from the church. And I hope
I think it's in line. Because but sometimes you wonder when your breast cancer.
Yes, a man call
my entity at the early stage in a meeting. I am bibino. Yes, you could share food out a good or no for so.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obi, it's breast cancer. By this one, the Pentecost Church is telling you that, and yes, sir. Breast cancer.
The church believes in divine healing,
but
also medical interventions. Yes. Of course.
My mama, Manasa Tata, Mr. Bayfors, that will be you. Jainam, yes. Don't let me waste my time. Yeah. Just the prescription, Jainam, Unaina. We can to know it 3 days, 21 days. Christianity comes with a lot of wisdom. It is sometimes you overstretch your mama and you may be what. You have to say everything should be the responsibility of God. And no brother, I don't know or favor no. Your GD say I'm part of me and they will go or say there. But nobody were clear. Are clear when you bought? What hospital makers any problem? So ensure yourself either say prescription or share glasses and other medication. Also, so for no making or no so for a chihuahua specialist. I'm the latest lenses. I bet one of them just come. If you are no Ashen Boko, it's a Christopher. Any GDA would do sometimes. Young fire show because na miss your boy you say so we reason like God. Pentecost has for be quite the power and I'm grateful. Me may associate the Apostolic Empowerment Ministry with this release because we fully support and we believe what the Church of Pentecost and their trouble. And no chairman I think under his watch nipa do na be be call titi papa ba ko na yes nipa do na be call. But
into me.
Yes,
he's giving meaning
a
to
certain level of issue
possessing the nation.
And other churches you see it as same.
And I had calls from some members of the church say, and I told them, say, do you know the Church of Pentecost is in 106 countries around the world? Yes, on my Oha Eninsia. And this is a church headquartered in Ghana. And the church had to show leadership because this is a global pandemic. And we had to show leadership. And I think this is the best form of showing leadership.
Anything that you
kudos to the executive council of the church.
You don't expect that you get the pluses all the time.
Of course.
We are grateful. With this release. Very encouraging. So what I say?
Because we cannot be fighting a pandemic. Now, one throw in a drone air banner, a BSA, and a drone air banner. San and Kofoya, only in Tobro, into Tobro. Nipa be brainy, Tobro, Adaya, Vas and Hawaii, and the Indian.
And why I do, you shall about walk away back into Tobro.
Oh,
you've done well, Tobro. We'll be penny. And I'm going to be a maker, you'll be 994. Oh, my end is the Kokurami now. See what? No, or check here when I sat on the Prime Minister. Ayaka. So it was about Takwaba.
Yeah.
But I want to just some few inquiries. Say the sitting as a parliament on this veteran appointment. Want to be the same They say wait out because I feel say one age is not on their side. It also matters.
Yeah.
And I hope so run will be 2 days. I'll prefer that to 8 hours, 6 hours, 7. I don't know. Say ABA. Now me share my man another about the program so about program. I think oh solid. Wesley girls, my man.
Cecilia.
Yes, solid. Solid.
Minister, no.
Okay. GWCL agency and
solid.
Yeah,
he said
she's
solid. I calm down. We 7 and no. So wow.
Okay, Wesley girls.
It's a program is super.
Oh, okay.
For programming.
Yeah. So
actually last week.
Yeah.
Around the frame, I say. More can
okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes.
I think for me.
Yeah.
Who said or there's some change be by aviation industry.
Yeah.
She did a good job there.
Until it is no a British Airways for no. Interference so. It must say the business could do.
Yeah. And about sanitation ministry, and I think Obia way objective. Yes, I mean all the problems in that sector have not been solved.
Exactly.
But I think she's done extremely well. The visibility of the ministry and all of that.
Reason is that Obi. Now we have such rare opportunities to demonstrate that Mabunu do a thing in Hanon so now we demonstrate to be able to say you are capable. And places are there trouble areas.
Bakuko works and housing.
Trouble areas.
Bakuko land and natural resources.
Abu
in particular, land and natural resources.
Abu
Jenapo Samuel.
And you name number 6 now.
John Jenapo.
Number 6 Michelle. So into Abu Jenapo. Baby I didn't kono. Me expect to say. Because we're demonstrating on the entire Unya President Aya, na Efe, na Adom, na everyone wants to say President Ruby or Nipa by thousands at his disposal. I will qualify for that particular job. In fact, a big office.
Of course.
So it is a Unya opportunity now. What demonstrating was what distinguished was a deputy chief of staff. And a president anyway was Adiaba. Lands and natural resources.
Huge position. Expectations are high on him.
We expect him. So we demonstrate say office no kono. Obeye Jumano to suit what Ghana through the president Eddie Amani say onye. Na yebesre nobody also they forget themselves easily. A hand time ya so. A hand time any
on Asempa
position
say Basana and Bono cost more. So the hand time some of these things may can we can demonstrate. Typical example is this man sitting here. Because the experience of what the Juma way it shows few people in this country say about no media are privileged. But very ordinary 1 a.m. the pipe not to also abuse that opportunity Ghana for pesa. Not all the office when himself dance and natural see she you were higher 2 a.m. multiple also or dabe maybe a one now or teach you say about the minister or your papa back or there my friend 2 a.m. one father you should also have space. I have a belief that these 2 young men deputy chief of staff
mainstream and these are 2 cabinet positions. They have to rise to the occasion.
So many catch on say even their own party people they are so disappointed. Some of them Abobi Kawa most of the time I know Frank Tuma. So they should come and distinguish themselves. Abu Jinapo
because of
Abu Jinapo
and the issues there.
Such as the trappings, the skimming, the machinations
under that ministry is a minerals commission.
Such as
and a forestry commission.
I know, say Rebecca Somaya in their 4-year as deputy chief of staff. Perfect. I'm interested because of Mebunu bracket from our following to me.
Well, these are very young
yes, as
men,
they go
relatively
to they appear before the appointment committee, minimum date, minimum time. No, I believe that whatever promise they will give to the committee,
you know,
they should live up to that expectation. Very important.
Somebody just sent me Abu CV, and it's been shared widely on social media.
Okay.
Also, was a very interesting background. Or what tech, no, or a Bachelor of Science degree in physics. And specialized in biomedical physics.
Okay.
And law. In 2012, they are calling it to the Ghana bar.
Okay.
You know, it's a really interesting mix.
What is it
from? That I don't readily have.
And I know a lot of engagements.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
He never shies away from the media. I said, Opa, tough for Mobukura, or the other candidates. We are dancing for that opportunity. The straightforward question is that East, I must say free water contractors.
Asempa FM.
I must say, I announce to say, what here, Muka, and I in particular, what national. I say, drivers no more. You
cannot block him.
You cannot block who? It allow cash out. Yeah, query. I call about this note.
Thank you very much. It's been an interesting program.
Yeah.
I said before, okay. And also, you will say she really distinguished herself. The Honorable Cecilia Blandapa. Congratulations. And for her to be retained at the ministry, such as her term in office, she did very well.
Okay.
As a Osha, the age, now young men not or train near the Nam, north, not near the Nam east, and west, throughout the country. Every time we were. Which you say she did very well. And just before commissioned over seven new projects. Inaugurated over 7 new projects. Water projects. Major projects throughout the country. Damango, Yendi, Tamale, water projects. Navrongo, water project. Your friend saying water region. Water region was another project. It was secondary Takrade. And seriously, her tenure at the ministry, she did extremely well. Okay. And I'm very happy that we are Neso Okasa. Now, in terminology, the way out to kind of just what you see, because I say, engaging her, which you say, she's really up to the task. And I wish to congratulate her. And we also welcome her back to the ministry.
Wow. Wow. And the Honorable Cecilia Dapa, I mean, this should be good. So, with Ghana for mostly a train, Undiwa, and a Kawasan, but we, what Yasia, Wawa Juma form, go for away Juma Boa Bassasa, that should be a proud moment for you. Man, just info coming through, sir. Abu is 38 years.
Okay. Oh,
38,
very young.
Yeah. 38 years. Indeed, fortunately, me at the above the delegates and so and my view 38 years.
Also, and you area.
38 years this year. Abu, indeed, that's quite a very young age. We are hoping say obete mebununi nyina enim. Straight to the question of mine Busaya.
I'm saying COVID we see and so Ghana.
Yes.
And before my cousin, my pie 18 for chow. Say me and craning mapa. And say my country na we are touching over baby now or my child. Because we mean market chin. What can you? And I'm say COVID be see a chrome hano somewhere much and a buy na omamping my you call lockdown. Yeah, mommy Cecilia Blandapa. What you know, a few water a buy. Okay. Into April, December, no, it was free for all at the domestic level.
Okay.
We also realized, say, and yet, Obiaso never pipe connection with you. There are people who live within certain communities they don't have taps in their homes, so they buy from vendors. Into also, if vendors is say all vendors should give all the water for free.
FM.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM. Say, no, business so no. So they make some profit. I don't know your money. Until say some friends no more for free. And nature say we are also going to prevent them from their livelihood over a period of time. Until Ban say we should re-register them. Okay, so that they give out the water for free. Now I'm some compensation. So until you roll out a very comprehensive plan. Yankasa so you mounted over 700 water tanks.
Ghana Water Company,
led by your minister. Then amount over 700,000 700 polytanks throughout the country in communities are your challenges and I feel so high tankers probably say every time they should make sure say there's water in these tanks so that the community members can fetch for free. Now tankers.
Okay.
So we had a very comprehensive plan. You're rolling it out over 9 months. Or how biamba. Process I answer from your family say, we are or see Tiomoka. But because of precedents, we in times past, they may see Ghana Water
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
A bind so processes are your payment and no account. It was stringent audit process. Such that say you redeem meters no at the district level. Now you quality data be also quality at the district level now. At the core regional office. Regional office will audit what the districts have done before also head office.
Okay.
And it includes payments and trips young water tankers or meeting into auditing in stringent, a very stringent process. Now, from regional office, also a beba head office.
Okay.
Head office, so you also making sure say your auditing process, no, and have a documentation of mother brand, your auditing ye, and send a call Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources. They will also go through an audit process before the call Ministry of Finance. A call Ministry of Finance, almost somebody with due diligence before payment is made to Ghana Water.
Okay.
So we processing it take roughly a month or sometimes more, because say regional say they are touching because of one person head office go hold on responsibility. They have to make sure say the districts have done the right thing. Until sometimes no, so back and forth no, a delay process no. Until after let's say 1.5 months and sana about so be process no omudi try yanka. Until after say quarter 2 months and sana it try yanka. Until for there, the bill no cost somewhere middle of May, and then it was paid somewhere ending of May, early June.
Okay.
Until until December. So say February. After na yen, you submitting in November.
After the submitting
November bills, ama a Ministry of Sanitation. Almost exactly.
Finance.
So until process no check. But no, like I said, no, maybe me to say, Mahine can abakosam. Abakosam see that some time ago, our Ghana Water you making sure say you put it in place a culture of auditing and for future ABR and or how be and bobia. So I said, it's in process no there.
Internal auditing as we speak, from April to October there, much here ubiaka because also the last bill I must have
October.
Okay.
Accra East, our mobile report is say up to August.
Up to
August. Can say almost start this from September.
Okay.
So into tanker drivers ni na no. Sisi no fiti nra by the end of the week no. For September.
For September. That's more Accra East, no?
Exactly.
Okay.
Then we'll wait for October. Meanwhile, no Accra West. Because of process na ko yenti na mo de na bantem. But mo other thing no touch man no can na manager. So that is the problem. And I make friends say a problem but a process I was say you appreciate it.
But for the contractors to come out and complain, no, is it before you engage them, mama mo nya sa understanding na.
No, we did. But then he say, sir release me about our Ministry of Finance.
Yeah.
It try and that and then the problem. But no sir ekano. Enye free water na ka.
Enye free water ka.
Enye sika kra ba as in cash. No. Enye paper so cash.
Do you need that access to that money?
No.
Enye for free water.
Enye for free water no.
Existing
technology usually. But among the utilities,
yeah. Okay.
Until we got on the table, and then we try we do reconciliation, no? And then based on that, the final person is to be also near the man. Until the VRA car, the net coca, the ECG car. So almost all the water can advance with the anchor, we saw the anchor until now cross that we now analysis now. Then government pays the final one.
Oh, okay. The that Ministry of Finance release, was in relation to Saudi.
Exactly.
No, any free water.
No. Any free water. But we haven't had problems with the Ministry of Finance paying us our
FM.
Except to say, I was saying making sure the process the process there actually within 30 days there no mutual. So we had a very smooth process. If you do everything well, you are going to get your money on time. If there are mistakes, it will refer back to you for you to correct. So what I say. So that has been the challenge.
Oh, okay.
Now even within Ghana water at least young people between finding internal generated funds need the But if the auditing process it doesn't place within the auditing process now, I mean we have to rectify it. So it's a patrol. Like I said the last time, we have that working relationship with them. Young as Ghana water you prefer say you better supply phones and fire pipelines. So the tanker services it is not the best. Under some circumstances so we are into business. Into youngers and we don't check any fleet of tankers.
Yeah. So
we rely on the private tankers. Now we are regional capitals also sizes now. It's not too feasible to say you see tankers all the time. So what I say, a brand say I want to be about there. We fall on them and then we ask them take water to this area, supply them, and we'll pay you.
And apart from water tankers, omunso if you're rough one idea no mona war existing ABR was seen a poly tank be anko for babe tunes you free the ho. I remember say you appeal to sanko for in so omun famanko for free.
Yes.
Omunso no kasa payment we no.
Yes, exactly. I was say auditing because I was say yet a generated compensation so you're the mom. It is a canning I was say you're near the corner by Tiaka.
Oh,
so it's a process. It's a cumbersome process. But you're in year per or Chinebi, what's known as a causing financial loss. So, and like I said, we have developed and established a stringent audit process and an audit culture. There's nowhere would be it
is a plus or minus, no? Because the free win was from April to December, no? Plus or minus month ben a mubit me here BBA.
Oh, up to October. The other because up to October, Accra West region.
Yeah,
okay. But Accra East. And up to August. And the up to August.
Okay.
But almost starts September.
Dear.
So now the delay because of the process.
Okay.
And then you say
FM.
And as I be Najis Kevin Watanaso. No. And managing director pressure on the two regions also. Menoka say he's visiting all the districts and making sure say all compensations are paid to the latter. So it was a very, very good process.
So we met managing Bruno Sambra.
Yeah.
Go share wow Facebook page something in Namno.
Yeah.
On Jibrina Ombra. No much so my 8 months in Mutiaka and all those things.
But Madame for
those are sessions.
Okay.
Some of them may not be right.
Okay.
So and some of them what's that? Your planning process our young country. Every district be our town and country planning unit.
Yeah.
Development plans the way you say before every an area will be developed, I was saying making sure that utilities will decline alcohol. So what I say, I was watching building permit before you develop that area. Before we did building permit, I'm back at the development plans for that area. So utilities in do plans that you can say in 2022 and not 2023. Yeah, roads at the electricity will be ready by 2021, 2022 before it be developing. But in Ghana, we do the opposite. You can't go sit down with but it doesn't work like that. So even so, only pipeliner, it is such that say beyond a certain distance, pipe in so no anchor. The hydraulics in the system is such that in so no anchor. So until we don't just extend pipeline,
Ekosiisen on
until you have development plans, you have the capacity of the treatment plants. Jurisdiction a bit me a cover. You take a lot of things into consideration. The way I'm going to say, we add human face to the system because xenophobia could see dying. I want to see a dying and I'm developing area. Now, I share the number no. Now because development plans in do hunti so we are forced to extend the lines. About the only thing we can do is to ration. And that is why in most areas within Ghana, and now in some of the regions like Western, like Greater Accra and Ashanti, in some areas we are forced to ration because development go beyond what the capacity of our treatment plants can supply. So the only thing is say, and the yenchen kakra no be any but sanka you follow plans nanka sanka year there we didn't have that challenge. We would have looked at our capacity and then we work within a certain jurisdiction and be able to supply 24/7.
Where you from Oman way free lawyer Bromsey Boateng or a regular listener of our show. Say Obi. Good afternoon. My name is lawyer Bromsey Boateng. My office is in the Haptel building. Yes. Just a stone throw from yours. I am an ardent listener of your show. In fact, I am addicted to it. We have an acute water issue and was excited when I heard the water PRO was coming to your studios. I have summarized our nightmare below. Or say our area has been without water since the president announced free water in March last year.
Which area?
Yes. We buy water at 300 a week, whose safety we cannot even guarantee. We have visited the water office countless times, all to no avail. Please, we need urgent help. Thanks. Or say, okay, wait free. Omote Kaswa toll booth to Tuba Road.
Okay.
Resident along the Kaswa toll booth to Tuba Road. And 300 cedis every week on water is unbelievable, man. That's crazy.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's Omo talk from tankers now.
A sad situation. But so because of talk 300 cedis, not just the volumes of water.
Yes, because of me. Seriously. I am maybe 80 cedis.
Okay.
And it goes for like 2 weeks.
Okay. Tank and about 80 cedis.
Yeah, but you know, black, me for 2. And eventually just 40 cedis each. And also maybe 45, maybe 50. And I'm paying for 100 kroner. It means I have 2 tanks at 100 cedis.
Yeah, tanker drivers, private ones, over price discrimination.
Yes, and I'm making it. 45. Yes, 40, 45, 50. It's all cast. That means they are taking huge.
Apartments.
About 300 a week.
We buy water at 300.
So it means a contribution apartments.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the bottom line is a Kaswa toll booth to Tuba Road. As in Mawo.
Okay. Mami explain it, BB. Also can say 50 times our president announced free water.
Yes.
Now, what happened last year? They say free water and a lot of people misused the water. I mean, that's the bottom line. One, we saw it on social media.
Yeah.
We did a lot of education. You know, on social media, but what we realized, analyze amount for consumption. Obia time out here, the consumption about 5 or 10 cubic meters in a month. Free water no buy no. Increase it to first month, increase it to 20, second month 30, fourth month 35, 45. Sa obia 95% of your customers consumption in now cost through. So our expectation is that the water will be used for domestic issues, domestic affairs, such that because I was saying keeping your whole health in we are going to wash your hands regularly, you are going to bath more than once or twice, or more than your usual frequency of the dry increasing. But when you double your consumption and even go beyond that, and let's just say you are using the water for something else. And in Komodium, we also have friends. So people tell us, hey, chale mu free water you buy, and let me be me water hose me alone more. This is so sad. You know, when you do that now,
the mentality
reduce pressures no our pipelines no more. Such that from A to further from point A to point D, you know, a pressures no be reduce drastically, such that even D may either have low pressures or may not get the water at all. And now say we also had a complaint that that not bad apart this enumerate. In terms of during the day no more you see so sana. Enumerate na man for you know Satan na pressures dey be dey akakra and sana ebin wenya. So that was the challenge within the first 9 months. So some of us were happy when the president placed a cap on it this time around. If you consume within a certain limit, 0 to 5 cubic meters now, about farmer can wait your mouth. If you go beyond that, in the nature, you are capable. So then you can generally you say there's a downtrend. There was a downtrend in consumption. There were averagely 170,000 customers. They fall within the lifeline. That's 0 to 5 every time. So this month, I increase it. Which means people are working hard, using the water very well to fall within the lifeline. Saying you're using the sauna, the pressures will build up. If our brother will be sincere with all of us now, but like I say, at least January, February, there's been some improvement. Make us say improvement. Say Abba, there will be some improvement. Okay. We both say improvement like that. So, I mean
that area no more pipelines no through her.
Pipelines through her, except say the air is undulating.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
If your mom through kakra says sa air no air hilly kakra. Mom through kakra no. Sometimes pressure no it take time to build up.
But you go through all this because your planners no any yankasa no. You disappoint you as a man.
Seriously.
You disappoint you.
Seriously.
You disappoint you as a man.
Yeah.
So all these challenges to keep coming, not shameful. Say, after several years of independence, where the church was you, the church was you. We back, now we sunny cook, and we too cook. But I am no one can say this challenge.
Your commission new treatment plant. I was saying my 80 million gallons of water, in addition to what we already had at the time, which was 35 million gallons. But your chairman said that 40 started. Hoping say 40 swing because that treatment plant has a horizon up to 2040. We know say we are pumping into the system all the 80 million gallons are still swinging. So, but the horizon for that treatment plant was up to 2040. I just said 2040 and do be a crowd. Which means we need to do more expansion.
More messages here, Bano. WhatsApp line here 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. And I know Roman Teba had to address a specific issue. We might get him back on general issues because maybe Nana Kofisi Obi. I live at Laboni, Apapa, or Manunimo, Apapa, and Laboni. Or say I get water 3 hours in a week.
3 hours.
Please find out from him what the problem is.
Thank you. Laboni Papa, you're rushing so hard. So they get what they're supposed to get water about 3 days in a week.
Oh, yeah.
Because of some of these challenges.
Maybe we're going to these shameful calculations.
The pressures, a bit low.
But
community so. Into Abia okay, Abia crap na. Pipe nangasa so aye we it is be district office on baba be hwe say if you be na bia metai alloy 19 so ntimi enfemu and pressures and no kan ho checking na ya fama no. We are going around and we are doing some of these things. Areas where assistance of meters, especially the old communities. So we say you pipe best and no can ho ache. Na yes and if you for pipelines some of your meters also CVB wom into do baby and I say blocking it just a high pressures and so suka krabe fam into yes some meters no sometimes you then say on
yeah so we free ECG regional office for Accra West Echo wenim o branch ka in so many down
na enye Ghana water for you
there be waste water
there be you should have a part
I'm say if you form because I've had that complaint. I'm saying video crowd me.
Me say that who dream me.
I'm sorry be wo hon.
Yeah, we Royal House.
The embassy
lady Mamembo needing because a media person Wendy let me lie.
Yeah, Wendy lie.
On the travel video no and the Bremen until we went there. I went there personally. I'm say if you form baby Anna
for the past 3 years.
The whole of Accra no a water table near high. From
but my point is
except to say
okay, if there are challenges with water from Ghana water perspective, no, is this not water mobile use to as and redistribute it because it is going waste
in Accra we had some boreholes daughter within Accra but so no any proximity to the sea groundwater waka no saline so saline na treating saline no enya grow desalination plant the cost of production is very high so at senti yentimi enye borehole okay natural resources for dense ho water ho no until you only need investment in it to expand it and that's cheaper. We also with a borehole we also have to look at the yield and look at the population that it can serve.
Okay.
So there are a lot of factors I share some of them may not be economically feasible if you have to do it. But in the hinterlands where we can get very clean water and treatment isn't that difficult. You do the borehole.
Because in bugu no man. And I'm sure the gallons
the production be
no. I have the video here on
wow, that's really interesting. We said, please, yesterday my wife told me that Ghana Water brought a water bill for 800 Ghana cedis for us to pay at Kaswa Amount from. Not in no complaining.
And your problem now.
I'm getting no money. I'm
Only the problem be Ubia or say Massimo but of what the problem no matter easy for introduce bills but I them say on the network in the chip. It is same to me network to me fairly. Na me gusu run a farm me na me say afa me kono me ko payment me pia 400 me use them na I can't 20 cities we ba receive about complaints of the catch
proud to the few water no a lot of your customers were owing but you water no ban like catch them say look use that period
and paying
no some of them didn't it is a see na we are not feeling them for
you're too much.
It's still there for you.
Obisa Ricky Sego said the tanker guys in my area sold the water to us, even though they had the free water stickers on them.
Okay, and also how much money invested. And
area Obi kindly ask him if January 2021 is December consumption. Philip C appear and Obi also say can water tankers nebo Obi so only 250 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Obi, please ask the man why are we getting accumulated bills for January? When did the free water end? I had about 3 months arrears. Pa ewo down someone. Obi, please ask the man this very hectic and painful questions for me. If the free water ended in December, why was I brought December bill? And yesterday, another 600 Ghana cedis bill was brought. And the meter reader is saying that if we do not pay, they would come very soon and disconnect us. Why? please. Obi dia or no ede aba no. The concerns no keep coming. Okay, let me see the other ones we have here. Wrap it up. Please, Obi, inform the man that consumption increased by such a margin during the free water regime because those in our neighborhood without water were asked to go to nearby houses with pipe-borne water and fetch for free. Dr. Ofori Edu Ewa Mamfi Ekuapem. My area has not seen water since March last year, and we always buy water. Saki Ewa Gulf City. Enti Oramante, some of the complaints coming through, but of course, we said hey, statement being out with Sunday about Association of African Albinos and our mouth we push him. Yeah, sorry. But Honorable DCE for Mansour Dubia, that's a Mansour South. Kwame Poku CI this
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
This one says, okay. Hey, Obi, I sent my daughter this morning to pay my bills at the SCC office with the GCB bank check. To my surprise, my daughter called me that the cashier says she cannot accept the check. I didn't understand, so I asked my daughter to let me talk to the cashier. The cashier then told me that there is a directive from the head office that they shouldn't accept CBG checks. I want you to put this question to Mr. Martey, whether this is true. If it is, what's the reason for that? Clement Boateng, first acting vice president, Guta. Mr. Martey, this is a direct question.
Yes, I'm saying we some of these things, and there's some out truth in it. But you can't say they shouldn't accept any GCB checks because young as a water company, your accounts for GCB. Okay, so it makes it even easier for us. But the thing is, most of the time, the amount of the check, is some. And then you go through serious process to process them and then check your bouncy. Sometimes so now your system no accredit to that. Until we low a certain amount, sometimes it's risky to take. If you're a customer and you have a proven record, say we checks and bounce, I mean
no problem.
We buy an offices now, checks they go up now bounce. And a juma buy a whole amount, we will have 50 CDs now the check. So you can't say you're wrong. You can't say you're wrong there. And then the other aspect is say if you have been disconnected now, maybe for lack of payment there. I didn't say safety check. That's what I said. For cash, no bra. Now based on that, now there's something actually wrong. But you say or refuse to say about GCB check. Okay. No.
Okay. If you're more any bills in January, no.
January bills, no. December bills. Yeah, true. Also, December consumption.
So December consumption was part of the free water.
Exactly. Until you will not be billed for it. It's written on it boldly. COVID-19 free. Government.
The bill will come by. You don't have to pay.
No.
Oh, okay. And
now, more other aspects. Also, Arias, I was so proud to
free water.
And tell you that we indicated on it. It is a bill we was in a city here. Warriors proud to April.
I was out here.
Mr.
Martey, you better say. Oh yeah, new
February. Will be on February because the bench bills who was now.
Concerns the doors.
It be almost what time? Almost 16, committee 4, committee 2. Obia Nedieba. Yeah. I'm sure so very, very with these challenges. On February. Ebi an minister edini to esi akuyana to bi ma na ono nyina no
aba
o ma jibraba na ma be church esi mu kama amai.
Okay.
We chiam. I don't want to. But I'm always available. I mean, you know me very well. Anytime you call on me, I'll be here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.